Since the Apollo missions of the 1960s, human space exploration has followed a singular, persistent trajectory. We reached the moon, and almost immediately, our collective attention shifted outward to the next celestial target, Mars. Over the past decade, reaching the red planet has evolved from a distant ambition into a concrete national priority. In 2010, the Obama administration officially proposed a crewed mission to Mars as a defined goal for the United States. At the same time, private corporations entered the equation. Figures like Elon Musk have brought Mars colonization into the mainstream news cycle, proving commercial space travel is far more accessible than previously estimated. Scientific necessity provides a distinct mathematical pull. Before his passing, theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking pointed out a bleak probability: Earth will eventually face a devastating planetary-scale event. According to the laws of physics, an asteroid strike or similar catastrophe is virtually guaranteed over a long enough timeline. Under that lens, securing a secondary location for humans to inhabit becomes a matter of basic survival. A backup planet acts as an insurance policy for the human species against total extinction. So we are left weighing two massive realities against each other. Attempting to colonize Mars might save humanity from a future cosmic threat, but executing the most expensive engineering project in history forces us to examine exactly where we are spending our resources today. The first space race was defined by the Cold War. When the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the competition was an intense battle to prove which global superpower held the superior political ideology. Today's push for Mars, led by the United States, China, and various private corporations, is driven by something else. It is a massive exhibition of technological capability and industrial might. To assess this modern race, we view the endeavor as a macroeconomic system. As inputs, a Mars mission requires billions in capital, specialized labor, and finite natural resources. As outputs, interplanetary travel forces breakthroughs in engineering and medicine, theoretically securing our species' preservation. Evaluating this mission strictly by what we might invent along the way leaves a massive blind spot. It ignores the hard reality that the resources we use to reach Mars are strictly finite. This brings us to the economic principle of opportunity cost. For every dollar, every hour of engineering, and every ton of material directed toward the Martian surface is inherently withdrawn from potential use here on Earth. We currently face a host of decipherable, deeply rooted problems on our home planet. Issues like global climate change require exact, concentrated inputs of the very same capital and brainpower currently being diverted to space programs. When society fixates on the logistics of interplanetary colonization, it actively pulls focus away from the millions experiencing extreme poverty and the compounding pressures of an overpopulated globe. This creates an invisible, disproportionate burden. While wealthy global superpowers race to plant flags in the Martian dirt, less developed nations are left to navigate the immediate terrestrial consequences of these unsolved earthly crises. There are extraterrestrial costs as well. As we aggressively pursue settlement, we run the severe risk of contaminating pristine Martian environments. Under the concept of exogeoconservation, scientists warn that we could easily crush evidence of past alien biology beneath our treads before we ever have the chance to study it. The final cost of a second planet is an ethical debt. We are looking at a system where the insurance policy for tomorrow's humanity is effectively paid for by the unresolved suffering of today. The modern race to Mars acts as a mirror, reflecting the collective priorities of our current civilization. A modern rocket launch is a marvel of engineering, yet when you watch thousands of tons of thrust lift off a launch pad, you are also watching the physical manifestation of a massive socio-economic trade-off, burning through vast amounts of energy and capital. As we continue to consume news about the latest space milestones, we have to start weighing the genuine awe of reaching a new world against the precise earthly resources we are sacrificing to get there. Developing the technological capacity to colonize a second world is an astonishing feat, but our definitive achievement in the 21st century is the collective wisdom to ensure we don't forsake our first world to reach it.